Fist of the North Star. What can I say? The animation, the 3D CGI, the clunkiness, the animation itself is just not the greatest choice to work with here. Um, like a lot of you guys, I'm watching this because it's an OG. I remember the 1980s, 1990s. Hokuto no Ken, Fist of the North Star was pretty all right, but it's just really old. It really needed a another adaptation. Another adaptation that fleshes out the whole story. And I was hoping we would start somewhere way before this, because there is a sequel before this manga adaptation. As you can see here, this is what they adapted, Fist of the North Star, but there is a prequel right here. So they started with, in the middle of the series. They didn't really start in the beginning. So it is what it is. If you're not familiar with the story, I would 100% suggest the manga. The manga is just a pure masterpiece, and you get all the original art. This animation does zero justice for the manga, zero justice for the art that was put into this, zero justice for the blood and sweat the manga put into the manga itself. So I would just highly recommend you just skip this anime. For a lot of us OGs though that are watching this, it's merely because it's sentimental. It brings a sentimental value into it. I was not even surprised about the animation. I wasn't surprised about the 3D CGI because right from here you can already tell they're using CGI. They're not using proper art like this. Just look at the art style, guys. Look at the art style. Look at this. This is perfection, right? Come on, pause. All right, pause. Holy shit. The art. I'm talking about the art, right, guys? As you can see here, the art relatively amazing. But when you look at this, you don't see any shading like this. Look at this. What is this bullshit? Um, you don't see any of that. If you compare the manga, like a lot of mangas, they don't really have a lot of shadings. They don't have anything like that. But with Hokuto no Ken, you see a lot of that. You see their creases, you see their wrinkles, you see every segment, you see every detail of the character. But this adaptation just bastardizes everything that was put into the manga. It's just there's just no justifying why they did this, other than the fact that it's just another money grab. They're trying to put it back on the map. They're trying to get OGs like me who actually read the source material of the manga, you know, sentimental value and whatnot. But in all reality, just go read the manga. If you do watch this anime, just remember it's getting a Berserk treatment. You guys remember Berserk, the original Berserk back in the 1990s as well. That when it first came out, fantastic, rugged animation. They literally put a lot of work into it. Um, Maybe even as good as the manga, not really, but they tried. Just like what they tried, the first adaptation of Hokuto no Ken was decent. It's not gonna break the bank, It's not gonna hit any home runs, but it's better than this 3D CGI stuff. It's just extremely, extremely overbearing, especially if you know how amazing the art is in the manga. If you know how amazing the art is in the manga, it just ruins the whole animation aspect of it for this adaptation. The 2026. See, this is the problem with This is the problem with reading mangas, right? I just feel like if you read mangas, it kind of ruins your experience with the anime. I can cope way better if I don't read the manga, and then they give us this 3D CGI like slop. Just look at this. Holy fuck, man. It's just I'm probably just gonna have to drop this. I'll probably give it 2 more episodes and call it a day. I already read the original manga anyways. I already know the story. I already know where this is going. The fight sequences are not, this is all right. I mean, it goes back to 2D instead of 3D CGI, but then it bounces right back to the 3D CGI right here. Yeah, I don't know what this is, bro. That's not Hokuto Shinken. That's all I gotta say. That's not Hokuto Shinken. All right, that's not. That's like some pro wrestler WWE move right there. Yeah, I just don't know what to say, man. I really don't want to trash talk this anime. I already said enough about this 3D CGI. And of course, like this is supposed to be a pretty dark anime, apocalyptic anime. It just didn't really feel like that. Um yeah, just good luck watching this anime. I don't know what to tell you. Just go read the manga, honestly. There's no point in watching this. There really isn't. It's an old ass anime, anyways. Go. There's another adaptation. Just go watch the other adaptation. That's the thing about adaptations, right? If you adapt something so many times, it's like there's just one version you should just watch, and that's the first one. So just go watch the first adaptation of this. Though to be fair, you'd probably hate it too because the animation is just way older, and that's gonna take time to get used to. But 3D CGI, we're not used to this. We're not. There's no progression in it.